My name is Jeff Morgan. To continue on with this series of videos, we go to the Texas Family Law Foundation. And by the way, I have done some videos called the Texas Family Law Foundation Betrayal of Trust. And that was last year that I did them. I think there were 4 or 5 videos. The Texas Family Law Foundation, in my opinion, has betrayed the trust of the public because they are lobbying specifically for their own people, and yet they say that they're doing it for the families of Texas. They are lying to you. They are looking out for the financial interests of their family law attorneys. They are lobbyists. That's what they do. Anyway, JoAl Cannon Sheridan is going to give a legislative report. And JoAl Cannon Sheridan was the president of the Texas Family Law Foundation in 2017. She was the one who got up before the committee and stated that the Texas Family Law Foundation, we kind of call ourselves the lobbying arm for the Texas State Bar Family Law Section.
JoAl Cannon Sheridan, and I'm the president of the Texas Family Law Foundation. What Mr. Naylor and I thought we would do is, since we do have so many new members, give you an overview of what the foundation, who we are, what we do, and how we're established. And then Mr. Naylor is going to take over and talk to you about some of our specific initiatives this session. So the Texas Family Law Foundation, we kind of call ourselves the lobbying arm of the Texas State Bar Family Law Section.
And by the way, the State Bar of Texas Family Law Section also has a website. It's sbotfam.org, sbotfam.org. You can look there. But again, as with the Texas Family Law Foundation, many things are for members only. So the general public is not allowed to know about the secretive stuff that they're doing. It would be very nice if there are members of the Texas State Bar of Texas Family Law Section who would like to leak some of those things very anonymously or confidentially. I would be very glad to assist you. Your name will be protected, I can assure you. And if you have any concerns about that taking place, make up an email and just send it. I would be very happy. Or send it to me on Facebook. There's many things about this State Bar of Texas Family Law Section and the Texas Family Law Foundation that we would like to know to help expose the stench so that we can clean out the mess in these 2 areas. Now, JoAl Cannon Sheridan said, "I was fortunate to have been raised in a family that has a long-standing tradition of being politically/legislatively active. However, even with such a history, nothing I've done in the past equals the satisfaction I felt being a part of the Texas Family Law Foundation legislative efforts during the 2007 legislative session." I'm not sure if this is 2007, 2017, but this is what I'm reading. As members of the foundation's legislative team, we reviewed hundreds of proposed family law-related bills and submitted written reports to other members for purposes of testimony for legislative hearings. Numerous foundation members traveled to Austin. All of these people are traveling to Austin on several occasions to testify, to meet legislators, and discuss key issues important to Texas family lawyers. That is their businesses. They are lobbyists. They are lobbying for the Texas family lawyers. Many members of the legislative committee dedicated specific weeks during the session to be, quote, on the ground in Austin to testify on those bills as they came up for hearing. Some in the wee hours of the night, and all members participating did so on their own dime. Well, when these members are charging $400 or $500 an hour to people that they are supposedly representing and basically financially raping them, I would think that they could probably afford to be there on their own dime. The experience was not only memorable, it was extremely positive and effective. Many groups worked for years to achieve any recognition or credibility with members of the legislature and their staffs. However, we're going to pat ourselves on the back, the Texas Family Law Foundation. However, the hard work of the foundation, supported by our very experienced and knowledgeable lobbyist, Steve Bresnan.
Back away from me. Back away from me.
Okay. It just seems like you're going to hit me or something.
No, I wouldn't. If I was going to, you'd be on the ground right now. You have electronic equipment on you that you're taping oral communications up here? No further communication with me, sir.
And support staff, Annie Landman, and the Texas Trial Law Association staff members resulted in members of the legislature contacting the foundation for opinions and drafting assistance, and even mentioning the foundation. Oh, we got mentioned from the legislative floor as a particular bill was being considered. How proud we are that the Texas Family Law Foundation gets kudos from the legislature, from a representative or senator on the floor. They mention our name. Do you hear that? They mention our name. I especially enjoyed the personal interaction with the legislators and their staffs, and felt that all of our efforts were well received. This is also speaking directly to the staff people and to the legislators involved. Why are you listening? Why are you giving special preference to these lobbyists? There are people that have other points of views, refuting their points of views, and I don't know why they are not getting such preferential treatment as these lobbyists for the Texas family law attorneys. I was particularly encouraged by the legislators' willingness to allow us, the Texas Family Law Foundation, to assist in drafting actual bills to address our concerns. Our concerns, family lawyers, are your concerns. Your concerns are our concerns. The families, well, we have to say that we're concerned about the families and the clients and proper jurisprudence, but, our concerns and issues, which are your concerns and issues, dear Texas family law attorneys, while still keeping the basic intent of the legislation intact. So we might be able to skew it a little bit, put a little bit of wording here or there, or try to, like they've said earlier, kill bills, kill bad bills. Just as in any legislative effort, there are victories and losses. We experienced both, although we thankfully achieved more victories than defeats. I am grateful to have had the opportunity to have been a very small part of something so important to the day-to-day practice of Texas family lawyers. Once again, JoAl Cannon Sheridan, she's very grateful to have had the opportunity to have been a very small part of something so important to the day-to-day practice of Texas family lawyers. This is a lobbying organization. Oh, and more importantly, the clients we serve. I can't forget that, because we've got to put that in there for PR purposes. But Texas family lawyers and more importantly, the clients we serve. I would encourage any family lawyer interested in the preservation of the integrity of our laws that we, as the lobbyists, are going to make for the legislature to look at and to pass. The integrity of the laws affecting our family law practice, to join the foundation and become actively involved in our legislative efforts. Once again, I would encourage any family law lawyer interested in the preservation of the integrity of the laws affecting our family law practice, our ability to profit off of the destruction of families, our abilities to create conflict so that we can transfer somebody else's financial assets to us, our ability to charge $400 an hour, $500 an hour, to basically perhaps bleed the accounts of a client and then say we can't represent you any further because you've run out of money. I would so encourage any family lawyer interested in the preservation of the integrity, they say integrity, the integrity of the laws affecting our family law practice to join the foundation and become actively involved in our legislative efforts. JoAl Cannon Sheridan from Osley, Elgert, Robertson, and Flores in Austin, Texas.